Hey guys, what is going on? Troy Jacob 6 here, and welcome to my second post game in the new studio. And this one was my biggest game, and this was one of my topics on my podcast the other day, beating the New York Islanders. And the game ended about 45 minutes ago, as I am now home in the studio. Had a nice drive home. I actually went with my friend Mark to the game. I love Mark. He's such a great guy, and we went to the game. We were in section 128. It was pretty good. And I'm obviously wearing this shirt. It's obviously the background that you guys see. All I see is green. But it was a great game, and I wore this shirt. I got a lot of compliments for it. I got some booze. And even the Panther employees were saying stuff about it. Like, they know this stuff. Okay, so let's get right into this game. Before we talk about it, I'm going to just give a quick summary of how both teams played tonight. The New York Islanders played their style of game. Puck control, back and forth, using their speed, using their grit, their old-fashioned hockey, and they were fantastic with it. They just kept the puck at all times. They could not let the Panthers clear. They kept zone possession, and if it wasn't for Sam Montembeault, who had the best performance by a Panther goaltender, yeah, I'll say it, all season, he was unbelievable. If Montembeault hadn't played the way he did, the Panthers would have lost about 6-0 in this game. He was unreal, and the Panthers were lucky to get away with what they got. So let's get right into it. Nothing really in the first period. The Islanders escaped the first period, only letting up under, I think, 2 or 4 shots to the Panthers, and they've had like 15 shots. It was unbelievable. They dominated the first period. The Panthers had nothing going for them. And remember, we're on Barkov watch. He's trying to get that 95th point and pass Burry for the record. But in the second period, about 2 minutes in, it was Dal Cole for the Islanders passing it in front on a 2-on-1 to a wide-open Brock Nelson. He beat Montembeault. Nothing he can do on a 2-on-1, and that was it, 1-0, and the Panthers kept going, trying to score. They could not get anything going on the power play, but then we get into the third period. We get a pass ahead from Keith Yandle. Montembeault gets a pass to Yandle, and then Yandle gets it up to Jonathan Huberdeau, gets a breakaway. And, of course, he's going to do it again. Jonathan Huberdeau, 5-hole goal, gets the power play goal. It's his 29th of the year. Maybe he can get to 30. That would be great. I believe he's already hit 90 points, which is pretty great. So great job for Huberdeau there. And the Panthers are tied up. Sorry, guys, I lost my voice, by the way, as I was going nuts at this game. So let's keep it going. We get into overtime. Chances back and forth. Barkov controlling all over the ice. Barkov and Huberdeau controlling all over the ice. Yandle getting back and forth. Turnovers back and forth. Montembeault made some ridiculous saves on the Islanders, especially on Barzal. And we do not get anything solved by overtime, so we do head to a shootout. We get Jonathan Huberdeau going as the Panthers go first. Huberdeau goes in. He walks, and he tried to do a little move. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe 5-hole, maybe backhand, forehand. He would not score as Huberdeau misses. Jordan Eberle comes up, takes a shot, stopped by Montembeault, and we go to round 2. Now our big man, Alexander Barkov, comes in. Barkov moving in. He handles all the way to the forehand, but Greiss just stayed with him, and just like Game 5 overtime, Greiss gets Barkov on a penalty shot, shootout, whatever you want to call it. And then that Barzal, their big guy, comes in on the backhand. He gets stopped by Sam Montembeault. Then for some reason, it's not Trocheck, it's Frank Vetrano coming in to shoot for the Panthers. But no, it wouldn't go for him either, as his shot would be stopped as he tried to go backhand, but Greiss was just there with him. And then we get to Josh Bailey, who I thought for sure was going to end it. He misses and doesn't score, and we keep it going. Vincent Trocheck walks in, takes a shot. Greiss gets stopped. And then finally, Brock Nelson beats Montembeault on the 5-hole. And guys, this game came to an end. The Islanders totally deserved it. The final shots of the game were unbelievable. 36-30. That's really not bad. Panthers had like 2 shots at the end of the first period, so pretty good. Panthers were 50% on the faceoffs, 1 for 2 on the power play. Let in hits, let in blocks, and that was pretty much all said and done for the Cats as they lost in a shootout. Pretty upsetting loss for me, as I told you guys. This was a focus, beating the New York Islanders, and they obviously didn't. I really wanted it. And just to note, guys, the Panthers did have a goal at the end of the first period with under 1 second to go. They got it in, but the thing was the puck never officially fully crossed the goal line before the clock hit all zeros, so that goal didn't count. Barkov would have had a point on it. I believe it would have went to Dadonov, and the goal did not count. That ends of the first period. So that's pretty much it for this game. The Panthers really did not play well. Montembeault played unbelievable. The Islanders played a solid game. Greiss had a solid game. And the Panthers just need to come out hot as they face the terrible New Jersey Devils coming up. Another former playoff matchup in the next from the past few years. going back to 2012. So hopefully the Cats can get this win against a struggling, and I mean struggling, New Jersey Devils team, because last game of the season, you got to want the win. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys tried to enjoy the game, even though that we lost. Hopefully you guys like this style of video, the new studio. Trocheck was definitely tripped, as you can see all over here. And I will see you guys for the game against New Jersey for our last game of the regular season.